Hello people, welcome back to the channel. This is 321 K-Pop and Beyblades, and for today's Beyblade video, we've got a Beystadium review. We've got the 2002 original Beyblade series Blizzard Bowl Stadium made from Hasbro. As you can see, this is the design. Some people may consider it rare. I've been lately finding this item on eBay pretty commonly, so if you guys want to check it out and buy it, it'll be a good opportunity. They're selling it for a good price nowadays. But yeah, this is one of the first Beystadiums that they made back then. Apparently so. The way you can tell, well, you see the 2002 Hasbro production, and you got the sticker and all that stuff. You have the BBA, Beyblade Battle Association. That was way back then, before it became WBBA for the Metal Series and the Beyblade Burst Series. But yeah, this is old school right here. So as we can see, it's a three-pocketed stadium, which is very unique. And it was a good alternative for Takaratomi stadiums, because, you know, normally stuff from Japan costs a little bit more. But back then, Hasbro, in my opinion, was making a lot of great designs, maybe some even better compared to Takaratomi, because you had all these crazy designs on the stadiums. You had all this artwork, and you could see the effort back then. They had a stadium with a castle type of ridge around it, and as you can see, the slope in it. This is very interesting. So the slope, I would compare it to a balance or defense type stadium. I don't know if you guys can see it with the light, but there is something where attack type Beyblades can gain speed and kind of just go around, and there you see how deep that slope goes. It's kind of shallow, but it'll still get some movement going on. I've seen some few videos back then, and yeah, there was some Beyblades still picking up speed, pretty decent speed, and most notoriously, Beyblades with defensive qualities would have a lot of advantage here. Also, if you, one of my favorite videos would be the Pegasus 105 F versus Lightning O Drago 100 HF. I think back then it was a video made by what was it? It was on the Blizzard Bowl. I'll have to put it in the description to see, because I don't remember very much the name of the channel. It was way back then. But yeah, this is the Blizzard Bowl, and also I wanted to quickly compare it to the 2003, I think, Earthquake Arena. I haven't done a review on this stadium, but yeah, this stadium, as you can see, near the pockets, has like a little ridge. Blizzard Bowl does not have a ridge, so it might be a little bit of a problem. We're gonna have to see at the time I launch the Beyblades, see if they don't go towards the pockets. But yeah, compared to the Earthquake Arena, which has a big slope, and you can tell right away with the lighting, you see that? This was more of a attack type stadium. You can see it's a very deep slope. It goes all the way to the center. There's no flat piece, no nothing. As you can see, there's another circle that even gives it more depth and gets the Beyblades some more speed. I think I've done some videos, and battles are quite fun, and this is my personal favorite Beystadium would be the Earthquake Arena from all the other stadiums I've ever owned, which would be the BB10. I had back then the Cyber Drasil Beystadium, which is another defensive stadium made by Hasbro from the original generation. Yeah, I've had quite a few stadiums, like the Max Stampede from Metal Fusion, Burning Fire Strike. I had the Shogun Steel, Octagon Showdown, BB10 that you've seen in some videos. And I had some XTS Square stadiums from back in 2012. But yeah, so let's get to the test battles on this. First, we're gonna test spin some attack types, and you can't go wrong at this stadium trying to test it out with what it was back then, its generation. I don't have the original plastic gen Beyblades, but I do have this Repro Dragoon MSUV, which beautifully recreates the original, and in some videos has even demonstrated to have better capabilities, higher quality material, which is a good. I think that's you could say it's a steal for the price, and you know, very good price, very good quality. So you can't miss out on this product. And there's another video where you can go and check out the review of this Beyblade. So yeah, let's try this Beyblade out. So there you go. You have some good speed. So yeah, there's the slope. Now let's see what happens when he gets to the flatter part. And as you can see, he starts to slow down. But yeah, it's something. With those initial attacks, that's pretty much enough to do some chaos. And yeah, there it goes to the pocket. There was no resistance there, so it ran straight into it. Let's try it again. Okay, there you go. So yeah, Dragoon beautifully spins around in that stadium. I can tell this Beystadium was such a great purchase. We're going to compare it quickly to the Earthquake Arena and see how Dragoon actually spins in that stadium. So here goes in this attack type stadium. You guys can see immediately how he gets more speed, more aggressiveness. And he just goes in and out. Right there from the bottom of the stadium all the way towards the ridge. We're going to spin it again. Way more aggressive. Still into the stadium, but you can see it's a little bit more resistance. But yeah, he has more powerful attacks than the Earthquake Arena. Blizzard Bowl. Yeah. Still got a lot of decent, good speed in Blizzard Bowl. But yeah, that's Dragoon right there. Let's test it out with some defensive Beyblades. First off, you've got Rock Surafa. I'm gonna see how this guy spins here. 3, 2, 1, later. So he gets some speed, and that's a good wide ball and still in a good condition. So it's not worn out where it will just go as crazy as it gets. But yeah, there you see him. You can hear a little bit of the buzzing sounds. That's mostly because of the paint here, the blue paint that's causing that little noise. Yeah, let's spin it again. And if you were wondering what happened to my launcher, why it has some silicone on it, well, I don't want it to hit the ridges of the stadium. I've had some stadiums starting to break because of the handle smashing into them. But yeah, let it rip. So yeah, you see, there's Rock Surafa. Now, oh yeah, that's what I was telling you. See, that's a completely semi-used wide ball. Now let's compare it to what would be his attack or defensive pattern in the Earthquake Arena. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And as you can see, he gains much more speed on the Earthquake Arena. Once again, demonstrating the difference in the design and the deepness of the slopes in this stadium. All right. So now let's test it out with the balance type. For balance type, I would probably use, let me see. Okay, for balance type, I'm gonna use Nightmare Rex. Pretty pretty stationary balance type, more defensive, stamina oriented Beyblade. Excuse me, a balance type Beyblade, more stamina defensive balance type. You can see stays in the middle. Really doesn't go anywhere. Not even with the big hard launch. There he is. Compared to the Earthquake. The Earthquake once again getting more speed, moving around the stadium. It just goes all the way to the midway of the stadium, right over here. That's as max as he gets. And even if I really put some effort in that launch, yeah, that's pretty much as it gets. And I can hear some air coming out of the Beyblade. So yeah, that's a pretty good strong launch. Another Beyblade I would like to test. It's a balance type. Has a little bit more movement. Its Deathquetzalcoatl 125 rubber defense sharp. No, rubber defense flat. Sorry. Let's see in the Blizzard Bowl. He got some good speed. Yeah, he's got some good speed. I think this stadium really suits him well. Because for me, he kind of goes berserk on the other type of base stadiums. And you'll see why. Yeah, that's a perfect slope for him. Now, let's try it out on the Earthquake Arena. 3, 2, 1, let rip, and there you go. That's what I mean. I mean, it goes just wildly, and there it goes into more defensive, stationary type of attack patterns right there. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so let's test it out with an attack type, a metal fight attack type. We're gonna test it out with Storm Pegasus. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And there you go. You got Storm spinning around the stadium with a decent launch. You got some good speed. There's a hair in my stadium. Anyways, let's launch it stronger and let's see if it doesn't go out. Okay. So it did go out into the pocket. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty controlled. So yeah, I see why they didn't put some ridges in there. Really not that necessary. Let's test it out on the Earthquake Arena. Once again, showing the difference. Much more aggressive in the Earthquake. As you guys can see right here, and also from another battle with Galaxy Pegasus that it had in this stadium. Very fun. But yeah, that's Storm Pegasus for you. Storm Pegasus performance tip. It's at a pretty good usage state. Kind of worn out, but you can still play around with it. Now, if you're wondering, with the pretty brand new, we got some dirt on it, but a pretty brand new rubber flat, then the difference would look somewhat like this. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. You can see way more aggressive. Obviously, to expect from a new rubber flat. There you go. You got some resistance from the ridges near the pockets. Yeah, that's Storm Pegasus. No, not Storm Pegasus. Sorry, Metal Phase Heavy Pegasus 105. No, 85 rubber flat. Yeah. Now some few test battles. Let's see. I'm gonna try first Earth Cancer, Earth Gasher, 145 Eternal Sharp, going up against Pegasus 85 rubber flat with the metal face on it, metal face heavy. Okay, so there you go. Let it rip into the pocket. Okay, there you go. We got some good impact. And it went straight out to the pocket. Let's try that again. Good deflect by Earth Gasher. Okay, now it's just going to the pocket. Okay. So yeah, just angling your launch nicely into the stadium. Another test battle would be Phantom Orion and Basalt Herogium. How the more calm bay battles go around in this stadium. So you got Tempo kind of acting aggressive due to the imbalance in his fusion wheel. Okay, stadium out. Let's test out. Let's test out Medio El Drago and counter Leon in that stadium. You got some good attacks. And a self stadium out. Okay. And let's end up this this test video with Hell Kerbex and Lightning El Drago with the metal face and a 90 and a rubber flat. So yeah, that's pretty much how Beyblade battles kind of look in this stadium. Yeah. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on this Beystadium. To me, it looks very promising. Looks very fun. Seems that you could really have some good Bay battles in this thing. And you got it's a very good alternative also to BB10 stadiums. If you want something like with pockets and possibility of getting back into the stadium instead of just flying away immediately. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy this Beyblade battle video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And we'll be seeing you soon in the next Bay review. Beystadiums, Beyblades, Beyblade battles, Beyblade Burst X, Metal Fight. Even in the K-pop area where we do the reviews for albums. So we'll be waiting for you guys. So see you up to next time. Take care.